Hello guys, I think this is day 8 or 9, I can't really remember, 8 I think, of doing those LeetCode challenges. This is a simple challenge, it's not a hard one, and those are all simple challenges, and today we're going to do the Sudoku one and the rotate image one. And this is quite straightforward. I mean, the question is quite straightforward. We need to check a row and see if it's valid, and check every line as well, every column as well, see if they are repeating from 1 to 9. If there's anything repeating themselves, then it's not valid. And each grid, subgrid, we need to check as well. So the first thing comes to my mind is to use a frequency counter for each row and another frequency counter for each column. And we need extra 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 extra frequency counter for each subgrid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to loop this anyway, and every row we need a new frequency counter, every column we need a new frequency counter, but we need to pre-make those 9 frequency counters before we started the loop. So let's create the first, I call it frequency grids, and I need an array, and that array has 9 objects, and it will be 3 row and 3 column. So what I'm gonna do is I'll make nested array instead. So that's the first row of it, and 3 in here. So what I did here is I just create a 3 by 3 objects, and each object, those objects are stored in an array. And so like every iteration we can put it inside this, or any of them. As if anything duplicates in any of them, we're gonna return false. So we can start to write the for loop now. So we say for let I is equal to 0, I smaller grade dot length pass that's for each row, for each column. Actually, for each row we need a new frequency counter for each row. That's not necessarily row, it can be column as well. So we do the row and column together, and the grids inside of that loop. So we don't need to write so many nested loop. We can do everything in that nested loop. So what I'm going to do is I create frequency counter, frequency one for row, and another one for column. And then write a nested loop. Let them all length equals half. So we do three things here. First is check row. Oh, what am I doing? Then check column. Finally, check subgroups. And inside of that, what we're gonna do is if frequency row, we put I in, no, bold I. If that exists, then we can just say return false. That's quite easy. If it doesn't exist, we just say this thing is equal to 1. Right. For column, it would be the same, but what am I thinking? It's right. Instead of repeating this all the time, I can put, say, like current row cast row is equal to this is the current row array. Maybe instead of saying freak, we just say current row, and we just take this part out. And we say cast current column. It's just so that's like search by row, that's search by column, and we just say J. So here we just say current row. And here current row as well. Column type. Here we just say current column. Same as here. And that part is easy, but this part would be a little bit difficult. So we just say, because we need, if I is between 1 to 3, then we're gonna put it in here. If I and j doubles from inside the 1, 2, 3 bracket, then we'll put here. Otherwise we'll put there. If this is 3 to 6, this is 3 to 9. So what I'm gonna do is we set index. We need to confirm the index for this grid. So const break. Just say break is equal to I string, and we need to floor it. That's the index. So dot floor. Const frequency call. That's for retrieve the frequency counter that we need. Math dot j. Basically like that, then we can get our frequency counter now. So frequency is equal to frequency grids is break and break column, right? So then we got the frequency counter. It's the same stuff like this. Now we just say break. Wait, so I need to change as well. And we'll just use a row number from here. Right. If that exists, then we'll return false. Otherwise, actually this one can be row or column, it doesn't really matter, right? Because what we're gonna store wait. It doesn't really matter. Actually, yeah, it matters because we assess this from row column. Then just make it consistent. It has to be row, I think. Otherwise, we just say this is equal to 0. And if we never returns false, then we just return true. Let's see if that works. Oh no. Frequency rate. Why it doesn't work? 24%. Interesting. I think it's supposed to work. I can't think anything I did wrong. And I can't even debug as well. False. Everything is perfect. Maybe here, let me think if this can be 1 to 9, sorry, 0 to 8. So if it's 2, then it's going to be 0, but if it's 3, then it's going to be 1, if it's 6, it's going to be 2. Should work fine like this. And this great. Why isn't it working? I guess I have to ask ChatGPT now. ChatGPT. Oh, there are a lot of dots, so only if that dot we do that check, I think. Let's just say if so we do the check if those two can do together, this can do a separate check. So we just say here it's some basically. Then we can check the row and check the subgroup. Right. The heck? And here alright. Accepted. Here, around here. Let's say the fastest Sudoku. What's that? The hashed? I don't know. I guess I wouldn't understand this. I'll figure out later, because I don't even know what that means. And use a static. And array field stuff. Seems too complicated for me, but that's the thing that I can understand. That's my solution anyway. Let's go to the next one. This one is we need to rotate the matrix 90 degrees. From here to here, this to this, like 90 degrees. To be honest, I don't know how to solve this. And I just searched the answer. I'll show you, because my geometry is so bad, I just don't understand, like, how can I do that? I know there has to be some geometry relation to this, but I just cannot figure out myself. The idea is I've downloaded that thing here. Wait, this. Wait, where did I download it? Wait, what? Okay, now go to one. Downloads. This one. So let's make this full screen. So basically, the initial matrix is like this, and we transpose it first, which means from this diagnosis we put this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. This is quite easy to achieve because what we want to do is just switch the I and J position if we loop it over. And here we just switch the position of those. So it will turn out to this. And then we reverse this from this vertical line. All we need to do is just reverse this, and reverse this. It's gonna be easy. And the reason why it will turn 90 degrees just by transpose first and reverse later is because I made a visual representation as well. So basically, the transpose phase is doing like this. So basically, this corner to this corner, we do it like this, isn't it? Like this. Then we flip. So this to this, right? We just flip it over. Basically, it's like this. And look at that, it's just same like doing this, isn't it? So that's the whole idea of it. Or the clock, if we compare this to this, 1 to here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then it's basically did the rotation thing. So we can implement that. If we know that, it's quite easy to implement, to be honest. All we need to do is just write a for loop and a for loop again. So, nested for loop first. I'm going to make it just a const matrix with length. Call length just to make my life slightly easier. That is equal to 0. That's smaller than length. This is a nested loop, and we don't need to loop like, we only need to loop this. So J is always bigger than I, just 1 plus 1, so 1 bigger than I. And so what we need to do is swap this, don't touch those, basically. Same as this, we don't touch this, swap this, don't touch this. So we just say that I is equal to, so J is equal to I plus 1. J is smaller than length as well. J plus plus. Then we just do a swap. JavaScript has one line swapping instead of using a temp. So what I'm gonna do is matrix I J matrix J I. Then we just swap it. That's it. We did the first part. Second part, all we need to do is loop that. is equal to 0. And smaller than that. And we'll just reverse. So we say matrix dot reverse. Yeah, it's just the geometry is difficult. I would never think the answer myself if I don't know the transpose and stuff. So I don't know why this is an easy question. I don't think it's easy at all unless you have those pre-knowledge of geometry. Anyway, that's for today. I think I stuck because of this little dot thing. Stuck me for a while. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.